Hey, how are you today? Thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. This is Mike Forrest, and what I want to urge you to do, I'd love everyone to do, it's meditate. Have you ever meditated before? Have you've heard the term? Maybe you've met somebody who does it. Maybe you were a bit intrigued yourself. Maybe you said, that stuff doesn't work. And sometimes we think that if I'm going to meditate, I'm, going to grow my beard down to my knees. I'm going to get a robe and go live in the side of a mountain, give all my possessions away, and just own for the rest of my life. And it's really not like that. It's really, out of all the self-improvement things that I've learned over the years, the most practical is meditation. Meditation is learning focus. And who can't use more focus? I know I could. Years ago, the reason I started was I had to get up at 4 in the morning to get to work on time, and I just could not drag my ass out of bed. I would just, that feeling when you have to get up early and, oh my God, this is just, how am I? So, I don't know how it came about, but usually when we're seeking something, it is seeking us too. I tried meditating for 3 minutes before I went to bed one night. And the next morning, when I awoke, I was so full of energy and so ready to go that I thought, oh my God, I must have slept in. It must be like 9 o'clock right now. Oh, and I look at my clock, and it's 3:59. My alarm's set to go off in another minute. And I'm ready to go, full of energy. I couldn't believe it. Like I said, I thought I slept in. So, then the next night, I think, my brain's telling me I don't need something new. It'll do that. And so I didn't. So the next morning at 4 a.m., the alarm clock goes off, and I have to drag my ass to work. So I decided, forget it. I've got enough practical proof, evidence that this is helping for me. I meditated for 3 minutes, just concentrating on my breath. Just listen to your breath. And what's going to happen is our brain is going to constantly go. That's what it does. The egoic mind constantly thinks. It's great at doing its job. Meditation is not silencing the mind. What it is more of is not grabbing hold of the thoughts that come. That's what's important, because they're going to come. So when they do, and it's okay to grab a hold and you realize, I'm following this thought trail. And we think, what's for lunch tomorrow? And then we start, I could have this, I could have that. Oh, wait a minute. I grabbed a thought and I followed it down and I just let go. And then we just learn to let go. Let go. Meditation for me became just learning to let go and gently guiding myself back to my breath. It's like if you're driving a car and you dip one of the wheels onto the shoulder, you don't jerk it back onto the road right away. You can cause some serious trouble. And like meditation, the same thing. If you get caught chasing thought, just gently guide it back to your breath. One thing that really helped me, because initially listening to my breath, it just didn't work for me. I didn't jive with it. So there's a question, and I would ask myself, what do I need to know right now? And then I would listen for the answer. And I started to do that every day for 2 or 3 minutes. And, in my life, the changes that seemed to be happening, since they were happening as I was progressing along, I didn't really see it. But what happens is naturally our mind has a negative bias. It sees the bad first, and it's designed to keep us safe, to keep us alive. But that negative bias, as can get out of control, and before you know it, you're not a happy camper, and everybody around you, it's all their fault. So what happened in me was that negative bias, slowly went away. And I had a positive bias, and people ask me, like, what are you doing differently? There's something about you. You're more positive now. You're more energetic. You're more sharing and caring. And I didn't even realize that I was doing these things now, and that I used to not do them. So it helped me gain some clarity, which is the point of it, focus on what it is that I wanted in my life. How did I want to be, and how did I want to function amongst the other people that I cared about, acquaintances at work, people I'm seeing on the street, those kind of things. So I appreciate you listening to all this, but really, if the one thing I'd love for you to take away from this is try meditation as a practice. It's like going to the gym. You can't go once, but you can take a minute a day and sit, quiet your mind. Just, I say to myself as I take 3 breaths, I take the first and I say, I allow my body to relax. Second breath, into your belly, of course. Second breath, I allow my mind to relax. Again, breathing deeply into the belly, I allow my emotions to relax. And just that, some days that's all I would do. But the benefit over time has just been astounding for me. So, I haven't gone to the moon, I haven't won an NBA championship, it's nothing like that. But there's a clarity that I feel, there's a focus that I feel, there's a general enthusiasm in theos, in spirit, that I have for life. And I just want you to have that too. Because when we have that enthusiasm for life, we get more of the things that we want in this life. And I just want you to have more of what you want to have in this life, just like I do. Just like I want everybody to. So please, I urge you, take just a minute. Take some deep breaths, close your eyes, and ask, what do I need to know right now? Or listen to your breath, or stare at a candle. Saying Om over and over again is a great one too. But try it. Find a method that works for you, from someone that you appreciate learning from, and just try. Please, 2 weeks. If you don't see benefits in 2 weeks, you can leave a comment below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Anyways, you go be the change you wish to see in this world. It's Mike Forrest. I appreciate you listening. Thank you.